Hey teacher friends, welcome to Sutton Teaches Secondary. I am Miss Sutton, but you can call me MarQuitta. Hey y'all! Okay, so look, everyone's hollering about how there's a teacher shortage, which is absolutely true. There is definitely a teacher shortage, but that does not mean that you just get whatever teacher job you want, right? You still need to apply and stand out in front of the competition. So teacher friend, if you are a new teacher and you're looking for your first teacher job, or you are looking to move to a new school, maybe your dream school, or maybe you're not a teacher at all and you just want to know how to get that good job that you want, hey, I've got some things that I'm sharing. These are things that I would do right now to ensure that I get that job that I want. Make sure you stick around for number 5 because, I mean, you're gonna love it, I promise. So this first one, I cannot personally take credit for, but it's great advice. I originally heard it when I was listening to Vivian, your rich BFF. I think she's on YouTube and Instagram. I don't know if that's her exact name, but you can, anyway, I'll try to link her below. She's got some great advice. But the first one is you want to have a referral. Now, mind you, I definitely believe in always having referrals. And every time I've applied for a job, especially teacher jobs, and I knew someone that worked for the company, I used them as a referral, especially because a lot of schools give kickbacks. However, to the teachers, to the referring teacher. However, even if you do not know anyone that works for the district or the school or whatever the case, you can still get a referral. This is how. You need to get yourself on LinkedIn, make sure you have a profile, and then you need to look up somebody who works for the company, either the school district or the school itself, and you need to message them and ask if they'd be willing to be a referral. So a referral, not a reference, right? Because they can't reference your work and whatnot, but they can refer you. Jobs pay more attention to referrals. If it works, they get a kickback. If it doesn't work, nothing happens. Their name is not tarnished or anything. It's just a referral. In that same vein, it also works if you know specifically what school you want to work for. Look up the school, look up who the principal is, find their email address, and email them. And I would do the same thing for vice principals, or if it says that someone is over a certain department that you probably would work for or grade level that you would work for, email them as well. It does not hurt. I would email, attach my cover letter and resume, and I would put in there I've also applied for the position formally. Just wanted to put on your radar that I'm interested in the job, X, Y, and Z. Now, I've done this before and it has definitely helped. And at the end of the day, yes, it is probably not the true application protocol, but is it going to hurt anything? This time of year, and principals are getting a lot of applications and things to kind of sift through, it helps to be the person who kind of bucks the system and does something a little bit different. Now, of course, if you apply to the district and they tell you specifically to not do this, then please don't, right? Like, make sure to follow their protocol. And I also would keep in mind that you want to email more than just one principal, because during this time of year, principals also shift schools. Most big high schools usually have 2 principals, or they at least have a principal and a set of vice principals. I'm emailing everybody, just saying. Also, thinking about the school itself once you get an interview, because you followed my other steps and you're going to get an interview. And you're just also great, and they need teachers, so they're going to interview you. Before you interview with a specific school, make sure you research the school. Now, it's important to understand what special initiatives they have, if there's anything special about the school. Is it a Title I school? Is it in a very particular neighborhood? Is there a lot of parent involvement, not parent involvement, right? Like, you want to know as much as you can about the school and the things that make up the school community and school culture, because that way you can then tailor your answers to your questions to fit the need of the school. This also helps you when it's time and they ask you that at the very end, do you have any questions question? You can tailor your question to really fit the school itself and kind of what you already know about the school. For example, you might say, I learned that you guys are starting a new STEAM initiative, and even though I am an elementary school teacher and I am mostly interested in teaching math and science, could you tell me more about your STEAM initiative and blah, 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 blah. The next thing that I would do is, if there is an opportunity for me to show a video of me teaching in the application process, I would definitely add that video. Some schools like for you to come in and do a demo lesson, but also it's the summer, so there might not be students available for that. So they like to see some teaching that you've done. If you have something available to attach, definitely attach it. Of course, you want it to be your best work, so keep that in mind. But it's always nice for schools to see you actually in action. And that connects to my last tip that I know you're going to love. The thing, we're living in a digital age. And the reality is, most of the time, teachers and principals that are interviewing for their schools, the reality is principals, administrators, teachers, whoever's doing the interviewing for a school, most of the time, they are not looking at your full-blown application that you submitted to the district, right? The long one that requires all the nuts and bolts, all the HR stuff. But what they are looking at is your cover letter, and they're looking at your resume or your curriculum vitae, if you're fancy. So, you want to have an opportunity to showcase yourself as much as possible. And so for me, what I suggest is you want to include a little link or QR code. Teacher portfolio, especially if you're new and you don't have any video of you teaching yet, or video of yourself teaching, and not something long, but maybe a 90-second highlight reel or a 2-minute snap of you doing something amazing in your classroom, something that really highlights who you are and makes you stand out. Here's why I say add it to your resume or your cover letter. Now, technically, does it follow protocol? No, but there's a way you can do it where it still looks professional. I would put a small little QR code at the top of my resume or my curriculum vitae, something that was big enough for you to see, but discreet enough to where it didn't look crazy. So it's a little small one in the corner. One, it shows that you're technologically savvy because you're using technology in this way. Two, just imagine you're about to sit on a panel and you're about to interview a teacher. What are you going to receive? Their resume, a printout version of their resume. What are you also going to have on you? Your cell phone. Because hello, you're a human being in 2023. And so while you're waiting for this person to walk in, what are you probably going to do? Scan the QR code because you're interested in seeing what it is. Because I know I would. Or once they leave, like, let me see what this is, and scan the QR code. It wouldn't hurt. Yeah. And then now they're like, oh wow, this is kind of cool. They've seen something new. They've seen something different. Teachers don't normally do that, and it's a way to showcase yourself. Or if it's your portfolio because you haven't had any real live in-class teaching yet that you're proud of and want to share, that's also great. It's a great way to showcase who you are, your growth, all that kind of stuff. So you want to make sure you show it. If you're not comfortable doing that, then when you're writing your cover letter, include a link. Put something that says, and if you're interested, you can see my portfolio here with a little link, or you can see a bit of my teaching from last year, me in my classroom from last year here, whatever the case. Something that draws them to some real life showcasing of who you are and how great you are, because teacher friend, you are great. And I'll tell you this, if you want to make yourself marketable as a teacher, it is important that you are filming yourself. One, because you learn so much about your teaching and you grow from it, but two, you need to always have some kind of visual of like, this is what I do. You want to see me in action, right? So I hope those helped. Teacher friend, at this point, if you have not already, you need to like and subscribe because, you know, we're teacher friends. I know you're feeling it. If you made it this far, we're friends. And you do not want to miss out on all the really great things coming. I'm going to be switching up my classroom, and you know, you're going to need to see because you're moving to a new classroom. Hello. So make sure that you like, subscribe, all the things, and let me know in the comments, how did it go? Do you like this kind of content? Would you want to know more about what you can do in your interview? Let me know in the comments because I will definitely get on it. Also, let me know how your interviewing or job hunting this year is going. And as always, you are amazing. Bye.